All rise. Welcome to Black People's Court. Yeah, it's not about the crime. It's all about whether I like you or not. And it's as simple as that. So let's begin. On that thumbnail, you see image of the judges, black judges, and you see three people. To the left is Elijah McClain. In the middle is a young female by the name of Corinne Gaines. And on the right is the former UK reggae singer, dancehall artist, Smiley Culture. All three have now passed, and all three have been, sadly, victims of police violence. So, what does this have to do with Black People's Court? After all, they're black, and we agree that what happened to them was wrong. We all agree with that. Or do we? How far does this go? This agreement that all was wrong. Well, all that has happened is wrong. And this is where the aspect of Black People's Court come into it. Most time or not, you see, I'm going to go around the houses a bit and then bring it back in so it makes sense. And that relates to those three individuals. How's that? I'm going to go easy on you tonight. So let me begin. In Black People's Court, or should I say Black Court now? Either the two, whatever you want. It's not about who commits the crime or not, or what happens actually. You know, as we've now seen, as I'll show you. Not even about that in many cases. But the crime itself is just a matter of opinion. You know, in Black People's Court, you can be a mass murderer, but hey, they'll always find a way to deflect. Always find a way to disco dance their way out of it. Always find their way to style it out. And let's say, lessen the crime, as it were. You know? Answer me this. Why hasn't... For those of you in the UK, the online community, why hasn't Victoria Everest been cancelled? Why has there been no repercussions for her alleged rape allegations against that poor boy and other men previously, as we know now? What are the repercussions? Oh, I'm going to sweep it under the rug. Yeah. That's right. That's what you do. So, you sweep that under the rug. But is it Ginger J, the young lad who had a bit of a meltdown on one of those podcast shows, and you know, I was actually looking to do something deep on that. Not even, you know, the incident itself, but a bit of psychoanalysis with regards to him and the community. But that's something else. That went global in the black community. That went very big. You know, and I was surprised to see who was writing on some of those comments. They were so big. And that's my point. He was vilified. He felt the full brunt of the community, the global black community. You all got on the same page, be it USA, UK, Africa, black folk in the North Pole, bunning a weed in an igloo. You all had a piece of that guy's ass, my French. Okay? He smoked him. He battered him. Caned him. But yet, this little piece of bashment over here, Victoria Everest. The classic BW, by the way. That spiritual, nonsensical, foolish, narcissistic, bum-ass, patronising piece of scat gets a pass. Make it make sense. You know what that is? Because it's who you favour, who you like. Am I right or am I wrong? It's who you favour. And on top of that, the crime itself is a matter of opinion. Let's go over to America. R. Kelly. We all know what he done. We all know his crimes. But what do you say? I'm still gonna bump that R. Kelly. I'm still gonna bump that R. Kelly. I don't care what he did. It's the parents' fault. It's the parents' fault. They took their kids there and it's not R. Kelly's fault. Let him out. Free R. Kelly. Huh. What do you say? Whether you bump his tunes or not is one thing. You'll bump. I know you anyway. Son. I should make another video about that. But y'all, we got Kelly. That's like taking crack away from an addict. You know, you've climbed through windows and shit and breaking people's houses for that, for an R. Kelly 12-inch. Trust me, I know you. But hey, with R. Kelly, you lessened the blow again. You lessened it. You know, you neutralised it. You know, it's not even about his heinous crimes. It's about whether you think it's right or wrong. That's the debate. And should you still bump his tunes? Better example. The unfortunate case of the UK rap artist Ghetts. Some of the comments. Oh, the guy was jaywalking. Oh, he was drunk. He didn't look where he was going. He walked into the road. Ghetts was high on marijuana, driving 70 in a 20 mile per hour zone, and the road was clear. So how can you hit the guy? Make it make sense. You know, and if I swear, if you guys are on the jury or on that, we're jurors on that case, Ghetts will get a suspended sentence, no doubt. 2 years suspended sentence. He's off on the hook. So you can do another album for you. Go and produce another album, bang out another album for you. Same with R. Kelly. Or R. Kelly would get like 1 year. You know, I know you. Incredible people, man. That was what I'm going to say, because TikTok will start getting excited. You know, and you know, it's funny. It's funny, and this is the irony of it all. This is the irony of it all. This is the irony of it all. I know some of you people that have done some crimes yourself, yeah? Personal life. Black folk that have done crimes. You know, and some of you, I'm not going to say that, it's TikTok. Some of you have certain ways about you, yeah, which, you know, I'm going to pick 3 different examples. 3 totally different people, but the same mentality, the same mindset. The same cockiness, you know. These guys can do, let's say, fraud or whatever it is. Always got some back chat, cocky. But they talk to me, they talk to you how they think they're going to talk in court and get off with it. That's what it is. That's what it is. Well, you don't know what I'm doing. You know what I've got up my sleeve. Yeah, man, I'm hustling. So what? You don't know what I've got up my sleeve. And then from there, they always throw an angle in there, like if they're doing, let's say, I don't know, some white collar crime, whatever, you know, they always got some angle to style it out, you know. Well, I didn't know. He gave me the card, not me. I didn't know about that. I got information. They passed it on to me. I didn't know. I was responsible. So they always got some sidebar that they think will get them off in a court situation. Yes, black people's court, yeah. Oh, well, me like him, you know. Me like Jamal, you know. Jamal a good lad still, you know. No, he done a little crime there still. Me I give him 2 months suspended sentence. You're good, Jamal. You can go now. Bless up, Irie. See him, catch you later with the bookies. Big up. Bless Irie. But when he's out the court, gone now. He's walking out the court now. He's gone. That's it. Finished. But these people in the real life court situation, oh Lord. When they walk in there, they're cocky. Bouncing like, yeah, they got this. when they're hit with logic, legalese, legal perspective, give it 10 minutes max. The tune changes. Head bowed. Guilty. Guilty, Your Honour. And the same person, broken. Because they thought they could run that same little deflection, same little lyrics, same little BS in a real life court situation against legal people that have heard it time and time again, fully qualified legal people that have made the bar, done the LPC, done all the legal qualifications, and they think they can blag it and wing it with them and get off with it. They think they can run biggerness. You know what the word, you know where the end goes, don't you? They think they can run biggerness and get away with it. Make it make sense. Now, where do those three individuals on the thumbnail come into what I'm saying here? Where did they come into this? Tapped uncle. I'll show you. Let's start with Smiley Culture, UK dancehall artist. Was in Saxon Sound many years ago. Smash hits, police officer. Remember that? Cockney Translator. Big star, pop star, top 10 hits. I'm not going to go into it now. You can Google the name and what happened. Did the community ride for him hard as they should? Also, considering that he was from the hood, one of your own. Did you ride hard like you did with George Floyd? Did you ride hard, smash up the place, go all out, ride hard for Smiley Culture, yes or no? You didn't, did you? Because I remember. And for me, I personally thought it wasn't a good thing. There was him, the little family, picture of him and the family there, trying to get justice. Just them and the family did. No. There should have been crowds there backing that. His nephew, is it MC Merlin? He was there saying a few comments, you know. Nah. The whole community should have been riding for him. The same way all your rules, the same way that those of you that are backing that Elaine the Paying Girl with regards to her little boycott, you should be all back that same energy, but come out physically with regards to going up against what happened to Smiley Culture and fighting that police suppression and shutting that down. Should have been, I'm going to say in TikTok what you've been doing, but there should have been a greater reaction, a far greater reaction. That should have been the Mark Duggan situation. I said what I've said. I don't need to say on that. Okay. Corrine Gaines, that's the girl in the thumbnail. Again in America. I remember this case big because this was way back in the YouTube black community era. Big thing. What happened there? Her and her son. Again, Google it, look it up. With her son. Police confrontation. What did the community say? Oh, we're not riding for her because it's her fault. She put her son in jeopardy. That's what you said. That's how you excused it. Maybe that happened in the winter. Sorry. Yeah. Maybe that happened in the winter. You don't want to come out because the sun's not out. You don't want to come out and mash things up because it's too cold. That's what it was. It was the weather, wasn't it? It was the weather. It was too cold for you to go out and mash things up. Because I noticed you always come out in the summer. Alright? But anyhow, that's about that. This poor girl again. Where were you? I mean, that was the excuse. She jeopardised her son because... Well, she jeopardised things because... she jeopardised her case because she got her young son involved. I understand the logic there. But again, he should be riding for her because she was a victim of police injustice. Yes or no? Yes. Does that make sense? Yes. All right. Now, the other one in the thumbnail, Elijah McCain. That, well, the one I would recommend. Well, if you are going to view that and go into detail with that, I give prior warning to looking at that video of Happy Pass because that's the saddest thing I've seen in my entire life. But did you ride for him? This was around the time of George Floyd, by the way. But did you ride for him? No, he did not. Maybe in his town there might have been some protests, but there was no mass reaction like there was to the George Floyd situation. And I always wondered why that was. And I've always had my own opinion as to why that was. Do you know what I think that was? Do you know what I think why there was less of a reaction to him than there was to George Floyd? You know what I think that was? Truthfully, do you want to know what I think that was? Elijah McClain is a bespectacled, geekish, young, skinny black kid. Again, Google the story. I know the story. Again, I was heavily online at the time. Google that story, but hey, he wasn't street, was he? He wasn't a thug, was he? No one came out for him. Didn't really come out for him as you did for George Floyd. Because George Floyd was from the streets, ghetto thug. You relate to him more. This other guy, probably some middle class, little geeky middle class black kid with glasses. Yeah, whatever. No, I mean, not street like George Floyd. He's geek. He's not ghetto. He's geek. He's geek. I'm not going to write for him because he's geek. But that was George Floyd. Yeah, he's ghetto and street. Yeah. That's you. That's you. What can I say to wrap this up, eh? In black people's court, it's all about who you like, who you favour, and that determine the reaction in terms of the severity of how you're going to react in regards to the crime. The rapper Ghetts killed someone, fortunately killed someone, that poor boy in the car, but you would pass it off. Because the guy wandered in the road, you'd find any way whatsoever to re-angle that, to reframe that. That's you. R. Kelly, again, because he makes music. Because he makes music, you know. No brain surgeon, nothing like that. No, because he makes music. Not that matters, but because he makes music, yep, give him a pass. You find any way possible to water that down. And if you really could, you let him out. He'd be out now doing concerts, traveling the world doing concerts. That's you. Don't deny it. Don't run. That's you. That's you. It's Victoria Everest. Because she's a boho. Because she's a boho. Whatever. You like her. Because she's a boho kind of girl. And you see her strength. Because she's continuing. Because like she's done what she's done. And because she's continuing now. You secretly admire that. You see us again of her going through the struggle, going through the pain. But you forget the fact that she's the root cause of what's happened. You know? You see her going through a little struggle because she accused some guys of rape or whatever. And now you're ignoring it. And because she's continuing, you see her going through a struggle when really she caused the struggle. She's a troublemaker. But you don't see that. You just see her going through the hardship and riding it out and give it 6 months, you'll forget about it. And yeah, she braved that storm. She braved it out. She rode it out. People were after her. They were on her case. Yeah. She rode it out. Not remembering the fact that she stitched up so many men. And luckily that young guy caught her right in the gym. But yeah, make it make sense. Fools. Anyway, later.